Hello, everybody. Welcome to the show number 24. I was counting down the shows that I did before, and I can never remember what number we're on, but so much fun. Good to be here with you all, and thanks for joining. If you're here live, again, as always, please say hello in the chat. Would love to see who is here. And yeah, I'm excited to chat with you guys today. Good morning to everybody, or good afternoon or evening, wherever you're tuning in from. And if you are watching the replay, comment down below. We're talking about morning routines. So this is not specifically related to online teaching necessarily, but just your own life and the things that you are trying to achieve in life, or the goals that you have. I wanted to talk about morning routines with you today and review something that I participated in this past weekend that was a ton of fun, a ton of learning, and just so much value, and just has really inspired me to kickstart a healthier and more productive morning routine, something that I've been trying to work on. And yeah, I've got some things to talk to you about related to that. And what else? Oh, if you are hanging until the end, at the end of the live, I have part one of an interview going live that I did with another online teacher, Danielle Johnson, who mainly teaches with GoGoKid. And we talk about online teaching, heading into 2021. We try to sort of, dish out all of our opinions about different companies and our thoughts about what things will look like in the new year and our businesses and things that we have been up to. So part one is going to go live right after this one. And then at the end of my video, it's about 25 minutes, her part two will go live. So if you want to check it out all at once, you can, if you've got nothing going on at the moment, or you can tune in later. So would love to hear your thoughts on that if you do get to watch that video. So let's say hello. I've got a few people that were here early. Gwen is here. Hey, Gwen. And Gwen has a question. Let me see here. Anyone else have a think on your feet kind of morning? I must admit, I depend on Google Slides a lot and had to scramble for props. There was a brief Google outage. Oh, interesting. I didn't know that was that a Google-wide outage, Gwen, or just on your network? Yeah, I had a good day, or I should say good evening teaching. I had four classes today. I took the weekend off because I was participating in a conference that went overnight in my time. And so I kind of went away just so that I could devote some time to that and to some projects that I'm working on. So no, I didn't have a think on your feet kind of day, but I certainly do have those. I find with VIP Kid, the lessons are so full of content that they kind of just roll. But I know that with other companies, with lessons that are a little bit more sparse, it can be a bit more challenging. But sounds like you hung in there, so good for you. Hey, Rachel, she is the second one in the chat. Hey, Rachel, hello, excited to hear about the Miracle Morning. Yes, and Michelle is here. Hello, Michelle from Italy. Yes. And Michelle, I am going to get back to you on Instagram. I completely forgot to respond earlier. Hey, Casey, good to see you. And Stacy from Florida. Yes, it is probably not super sunny in Florida. What's the weather like in Florida in the wintertime? Let me know. It is hot here, kind of a rainy night, and air conditioning's on, so I'm putting a sweater on. I think it's just to make myself feel like it's winter because I do miss the seasons. Prico, buenos dias from Costa Rica. Priscilla, hey, good to see you, Priscilla. Good stuff. Okay, Gwen says, okay, fix. Favorite eye cream, always good for a chat. Yeah, my morning routine does not involve eye cream, Gwen, but chime on in. If you got a favorite ice cream, let us know. Casey says her Google Slides didn't work for one class. Oh, interesting. Maybe it was a Google-wide shutdown. So, okay, as we're thinking about morning routines, I would like it if you are here, let me know what is your morning routine in the chat. So I want you to think about from the time you get up to, maybe when you teach your first class. I know for online teachers, most of our morning routine is waking up early to teach, right? So we don't necessarily have a lot of time. And for me, I don't teach in the morning, so my teaching time is always later in the day. So my morning is really about work and productivity and things like that. But my morning routine has been really, really bad lately. And so I want to talk about the movie that I watched in a couple of minutes. We'll keep it short so that those that are watching the replay can catch the content. Hey, Bren, good morning. Strong cup of Java is a must. Yeah, I'm actually drinking no Java this morning or this evening, just water, but it's in a coffee mug. So it feels like coffee, but trying to cut down a little bit on the caffeine. I've been drinking way too much of it during a day. I think that's the struggle of working at home. And, you know, if you're a coffee lover, it's really easy to just pop in a capsule or pour another cup of coffee. When I was working in schools, it was more paced out, and I was kind of like 1 or 2 cups a day, but now I'm way more than that. Stacy says, winter is mild, but some days can be cold in the Northeast. The other morning, it was 34 degrees. Yeah, you're probably talking about Fahrenheit, because 34 is what it is in Malaysia in Celsius on a really hot day. So yeah, that's cold. That's definitely cold in Fahrenheit for sure. Yeah. Connor, hello from Spain. Good to see you. Casey says it's 66. Wow, beautiful this week. Ah, Casey, that's right. You're in Florida. Are you in Florida as well? Can't remember now. Maybe you are. So this past weekend, I attended the Entrepreneur Experience, which was a conference put on by Amy Porterfield. And because I'm taking her Digital Course Academy at the moment, this was like a bonus in the course to attend her 2-day event. I caught most of it because it was through the night. I didn't catch all of the speakers, but it was really, really valuable. Got me super inspired. I set lots of goals for the end of the year and also moving into 2021, and just got some clarity on, you know, moving forward and projects that I want to focus on. And so that was really great. And then on Saturday evening, my time, I watched the world premiere of The Miracle Morning. Now, I'll tell you that the link below is to, I'll put it up here as well if you want to just check it out before I forget. Okay, it's miraclemorning.com/movie. It was a world premiere. There were thousands of people watching it all at the same time. It was really cool. Hal Elrod, who is the author of the book Miracle Morning, was there, and he talked about, you know, sort of a lead up to the movie, how it all came to be, and did a Q&A at the end as well with the director of the movie, and also launched us into a 30-day challenge. Essentially, the Miracle Morning is his sort of morning designed around setting your intentions for the day and guiding yourself through six practices throughout your morning. And so I would always say that I'm a night person. Morning is not really my forte. Because I don't wake up early, I don't always have a reason to wake up early for something. And so I'm not that productive early in the morning, but it's something that I want to get more productive at. So essentially, it's just a morning routine. It's a practice that you can do every morning. And his story is so inspirational because he talks about, you know, the experiences that he's gone through, his near-death experience in a car crash, his battle with cancer, and just how these practices that he's been able to put into place has changed his life and the lives of millions of other people. If you look it up, which I had never heard of it before, it really is a movement around the world of just people putting in these practices every morning and seeing massive results in their relationships, in their businesses, in their productivity, in their health. And it really is inspirational. And I've always tried to wake up and do certain things. You know, maybe it's like eat healthier or drink more water or go for a walk. And all of those things are incorporated into this Miracle Morning, as he calls it. And so I want to go through those 6 practices with you now and just kind of shed a little bit of light on, you know, things that might resonate with you and, you know, my thoughts on it and how I'm sort of putting it into practice, I guess. So the Miracle Morning is designed around 6 principles, and it's designed to sort of take 10 minutes per activity, if you want to call it that. And so it could last up to an hour. But he says, you know, you can start with like 1 minute per practice. So you could do each thing for just 1 minute. And so essentially you're just starting at 6 minutes. It can just be as simple as doing a small little thing each morning, building it into a routine and seeing results. So the 6 practices are, I'm going to share my screen with you to bring up an image. Here it is. It's acronymed to the savers. So S being silence, being quiet in your mind, blocking out, that chatter and those thoughts. And it could be prayer if you're a person of faith, or it could just be meditation, or it could just be sitting in silence and blocking out those thoughts that tend to kind of take over our mind throughout the day. And then the A is affirmation, so telling yourself encouraging words, and he gives you examples of affirmations that you can use if you have no idea what to say. And then the V is visualization, so imagining yourself doing the things that you need to do for the day. So, if you need to make a certain change, or if you have to deal with a situation, it's about visualizing that so that you set your intention to actually doing it. And there's so much research behind visualizing, what you want to achieve, whether it's like a vision board. I know a lot of people do those, or just visualizing in your mind. And he gives you lots of examples of how you can put that into practice. And then exercise. So he recommends the 7-minute workout app, I think it's called. For me, I do exercise outside of, my morning. I do it in the evening, usually, sometimes later in the morning. I go to a CrossFit class. So exercise isn't really a struggle for me to get done every day, but I know for many people it is. And, he gives you some really great ways of just doing very short workouts. I think for me, I'm going to try to just implement more stretching and, just getting the body moving in the morning. So that's the E for savers. The R is reading. So filling your brain with, whatever, if it's maybe just reading a chapter of a book or something like that. I'm embarrassed to say that I don't think I have read an entire book in, probably almost a year. I've read bits of books, but it's been a long time since I've actually read a book from start to finish. And so that's something that I want to do. And I've got some book titles that I want to read. So, just starting small, like you don't have to do a ton of reading all at once if you're not a reader. And then scribing, which is basically writing or journaling, or writing in your journal, or, writing down things that you're grateful for, things like that, to just reflect on, what you're grateful for and what you want to achieve during that day, that week, that month, whatever it is. So this is it's very simple. This is basically what it's all about. It's applying those 6 principles. So I'm going to start with very small practices every day, maybe a minute of each. And he says you don't have to do them all. You can choose the ones that are that resonate with you. And there's no one way of doing it. The great thing about it is you can kind of make them your own. So let's see. Yeah, Bren says, I could have done the movie myself, exactly how I start. That's awesome. Yeah, so let me know, chat, if you have morning routines. What do you do? So I got up this morning and a little bit earlier, about a half an hour early, and went for a short walk. I listened to a little bit of a podcast, had a couple of glasses of water, which is something I always forget to do. And I've also been trying to improve what I eat for breakfast. So typically I'll go to the gym later in the morning and have sort of a big like egg or bacon or, carby kind of breakfast when I get back. Then I'm really lethargic throughout the day. And when it comes time to teaching later in the afternoon, I'm just not feeling it. And so I wanted to make some changes to that. And he has some great smoothie recipes on his website that I downloaded. And so I made a smoothie today. Handful of spinach, a little bit of kale, some ice, handful of berries, flax seeds, chia seeds, some soy milk, and a banana. Wasn't the tastiest smoothie, I'll admit, but I wasn't really going for the taste. I was just going for a way to get a lot of healthy leafy vegetables and nutrients in first thing in the morning. So I'm excited about these practices. I think it's so good for mental clarity, for just setting your day up for success. And I know I really need it. So I wanted to share that with you. And as I say, the movie is available for, I believe it's another 24 hours. I think it's available until tomorrow night. So it is about $20. I'm not affiliated with it at all. If you don't want to watch it, don't worry. I just wanted to share it because it really was inspirational. The movie was so well done. It's about an hour and 45 minutes, I think, and he really weaves his story and so many other people's stories throughout the film. So it was a really good watch. And it got me excited about, implementing some of these practices going forward. So yeah, let's have a look. Anyone have any questions? Or Michelle says, I read 3 daily devotionals with coffee every morning before I do anything else. That's awesome. I think the whole idea with his concept of this miracle morning or the morning routine is that we spend so much of our lives waking up for somebody else or waking up for something. Maybe you're waking up to get your kids up, or you're waking up for a job, or you're waking up for class, right? And if we just rewind a little bit and wake up a little bit earlier for ourselves and sit for, even if it's just 5 or 10 minutes, to ponder the day, to think about what we have to do, to, you know, maybe make a couple of goals for the day, or just set our intentions for the day, I think it can be really, really powerful. So it sounds like many of you are already putting that into practice, which is awesome. Michelle asks, what is the name of the movie? It's called Miracle Morning. Sorry, cat hairs literally going everywhere at the moment. Whew. So the name of the movie is Miracle Morning. So the link is down below. It is miraclemorning.com/movie. So you can check it out. And even if you don't watch the movie, there is a whole bunch of stuff on his website. His name is Hal Elrod. He wrote the book, I think, about 10 years ago. And then a lot has happened since then in his own life with cancer and stuff like that. And he made a movie, I think started making it about 6 years ago. And it was premiered around the world on Saturday morning, and it's still available for another 24 hours. Rachel says, shame on your name. Read a book. I know. It's terrible. I do so little sometimes to pour into myself or to feed myself that, you know, I do a lot of reading, but it's not always like start to finish of a book and really, you know, going through it. So you're right. Totally. Shame on me. So Rachel says, yeah, pour into your own cup before trying to pour into others. So true. I think life is so busy, and, you know, it's so easy to give and to, you know, be at others, beck and call for whatever it is. So it's definitely good. Even if it is just 5 or 6 minutes, even if you did each one of these things for a minute every day, I think it could be really life-changing. And I know for me, I really need it. So I'm excited, and I wanted to share that on the live today and hope that it can help some of you with your own day. I know I had a lot more mental clarity today. I had more energy for sure. This is not the first time I've tried to do morning routines, or this is not the first time that I've woken up a little bit early and had a good breakfast. It's just that I've never been really intentional about making it a habit every day. I've tried it. I've tried getting up early before, but, you know, it's all good and well to say that you're going to get up, you know, to say, yeah, I'm going to get up tomorrow and do this. Well, you might do it for 1 or 2 days, but what this practice is all about is setting those structures before you go to bed at night. So when you wake up, you know that you're waking up to read this chapter of the book, to listen to this part of the podcast, to sit and meditate on this, or to visualize this, or to write down your 3 actions. And then I think it just helps getting out of bed easier. Let me know if you're a morning person or a night person. And if you're a morning person, what are your tips? Or even if you're a night person, more of a night owl, what are your tips for getting up early? Hal gave lots of really great tips, things like putting your alarm clock in another room so that you have to get up and walk over to it. I've never tried that. I'm such a heavy sleeper that I probably wouldn't even hear it. But I did move it a little bit further away from my bed so that it was a little bit more difficult to just not, you know, slam the snooze button down. But yeah, so check it out. Even if you don't watch the movie, check out the website. There's so many resources. Sign up for the 30-day challenge if you want. I think it's free. So, you know, you can, you know, download some of his free resources and bonuses, I think. And he gives you lots of really great ideas if you're looking for that. Cindy says, I'm totally not a morning person. Yeah, has always been me. And I'm going to change that because I want to be a morning person. He takes a look at like the most successful people in the world, you know, Oprah and many others. And one of the things that all of these people will say has attributed to their success is that they are morning people and they got up earlier in the day and they, you know, had intentional practices. I think it really is synonymous to being successful. So it's something that I'm definitely trying to change. Bren says, I'm a morning person naturally. I'm envious. A good way is to keep the shade open, and when the light comes out, I'm out of bed. Yeah, that's a really good idea. It's pretty dark here, so I don't know. You guys probably get up a lot earlier than I do, even when I'm trying to get up early because of classes and stuff. But yeah. Stacy says, night owl here. I set up my Alexa device in my bedroom and my phone alarm in another room. Yeah. Very cool. Brent says, I love the silence of the mornings. Yeah, you know, I went out on my front patio this morning, and the sounds are so different. You know, it's a totally different feel. People are starting their day. It really is. It's a neat time to just be quiet and to reflect. And I think it really brings a lot of clarity and energy to you for your day. Cindy says, my husband is a morning person, but I am not. So Cindy, how does that work? Do you get forced into his morning, or does he get forced into being up late at night with you? Michelle says, I'm a morning person. I run with my dog in the morning, wakes me up. My husband is reading the Miracle Morning to become a morning person like me. Oh, awesome. Very, very cool. So you've heard of the Miracle Morning. I had never heard of it before. I didn't even know morning person was a thing until I was an adult. You know, if you asked my mother when I was young, I was the hardest to get up for school. And even in university, okay, this is crazy. I still can't believe this. My first year of university, I'm from Bermuda, so we live in Bermuda. And I went to university in Eastern Canada. So it was this 1 hour behind Bermuda. My mom is an extremely early person. She gets up to pray, read the Bible at like 4 in the morning. I've always told her, you'd be a great online teacher. But she used to call me in my dorm for most of my first year of university. I mean, I can't even believe that. It's embarrassing to think of that, but that's how terrible I was at waking up. I don't know why I couldn't wake up to my alarm, but yeah, my mom used to call me. So there's my, I don't know, shameful. I can't even believe that she did that, but she was a good mom. I was just a really, really, I don't know, terrible morning person. Yeah, Brent says the air is even different. Emma says, I'm naturally a morning person. I definitely think having the morning plan and my breakfast prepped before bed helps. Yeah. So, you know, even things like just making your breakfast before bed, or, you know, making your smoothie, or I'm starting to write down now. I use an app called Asana. Rachel has got me into that. And I do that the night before just to make sure that I know what I'm going to be working on the next day. But I also write down on a sticky pad of paper like this. I write down those other things that I need to get done the next day. And it's so fulfilling to just go, yeah, check, check, check. So that's really, really nice as well. You know, those things that are just those little menial tasks or errands you have to run or whatever. And another tip is to get the hardest things done first. I heard that from somebody else recently. Get the hardest things done first in the morning, because then it's not hanging over your head and you're going to be more productive when those difficult tasks are out of the way. So he says, yeah, my husband gets up happy in the morning. I've not been a happy morning person, but teaching online has definitely forced me to get up. And I do appreciate morning people now. Yeah, for sure. I can definitely resonate with that for sure. Gwen says, I don't even like to speak until I have to start teaching. My trick to wake up is to have a cold drink versus warm. Yeah. Somebody was in the chat a couple weeks ago that said that they do the Wim Hof breathing technique. It's a really deep breathing. I mean, it's really deep. I can't even do it, but I've heard of it before. And, you know, having a really cold shower as well. Hate cold showers, but yeah, that could be a good thing as well. It's supposed to be really good for you to have cold showers. But I'm trying to have a couple of glasses of water with lemon, Himalayan salt, and then to make my smoothie. I'm so excited. I've got this blender that I never use. I used to make smoothies years ago, but I've been really struggling with like a light breakfast that's clean, that's not really too heavy. And I'm excited about these smoothies full of leafy greens. So I made my first one today. I'm going to have to tweak it a little bit to make it a little bit more enjoyable, but it was pretty good. Yes. Oh, was it Rachel that said that? Cool. Secretary class. That was also Rachel, secretary class. Cool. Yeah. So thank you for being here. This is just a little casual chat. Really great to see everybody in the chat. And what else did I want to bring up as well? So as I said, the video that I'm doing with, Christmas. So I wanted to talk about gift ideas. I'm actually filming a video tomorrow about gift ideas for online teachers. And let me know really quickly if what would you want? I'm doing a bit of research into teacher shops and Amazon. What do you think is the best gift for an online teacher? I would love to end with that. So let me know, what do you think is the best gift for an online teacher? Besides things like, you know, the headphones or computer related tech stuff, which is what most of us have. I'm curious about some kind of things that we may not think about around the holidays, or something that you would want. If someone asked you, what can I get you to help you as an online teacher, what would be your number one gift? Or if you were gifting a gift to an online teacher, what would be something you would give them? So let me know. And then in 3 minutes, I'm going to turn off, pop over to my channel. I'm part 1 of my interview with Danielle Johnson. I think it's really good. I finished editing it yesterday, and it's a good chat. And then part 2 is going to be on her channel right after. So we do a lot of similar things in our business, and we work for similar companies and have done so for 3+ years and have lots of thoughts. So we try to dish it all out, or spill the tea, as I like to say, in that video. So do head over there if you have an hour free this morning, or watch that movie. It's really, really good. Rachel says, a personal coffee cup warmer. Ah, that's a good one. That's a really good one, like with your name on it, right? Bradley says, flashcards, they would be easier to send. Yeah, I think, yeah, that's kind of cool. Good one. Yeah. Yeah, I don't use flashcards. Never have in my online classroom, but that could be a really good gift. Cindy says, name tag iron-on. What do you mean? Like is that like an actual thing that you can iron onto a shirt? So you would buy like a plain shirt and then iron on your, I like that. I'm gonna write that one down. So I was looking for, I don't have a pen. I was looking for alternative gift ideas. That's a pretty cool one. Cindy says, gift certificate to website in a weekend or ManyCam. Yes, I'm actually working out that for my website in a weekend product, but there's only so many hours in the day, right? Rachel figured out how to do that for her teacher's personal secretary, and I'm gonna have to hit you up for that, Rachel. Gwen says, dry erase markers. What about storage containers? Like, do you think that would be a popular gift? Kim says, Kim, hey Kim, I recognize your name. A new ABC teacher. A Keurig coffee maker from my office. A shirt with my teacher name. Yeah, there's some really great teacher shops out there actually with that you can get. There's actually so many. ESL Boutique, ESL Connection, lots of Hey Sunshine Shop, Nancy Taylor's shop, lots of t-shirt shops out there. That's a really great gift idea for sure. Aha, this is the one that I thought of too, Emma. A memory foam mat to stand on. Yeah. So I don't know if the one I found on Amazon is memory foam, but that's the one I was thinking of for people that stand or even sit. A mat for standing on. A memory foam one. That would be really good. I'll have a look at that. Can you do a workshop on Canva? I most certainly can. Actually, I'll leave it at this. What would you like to see, those that are faithful and that come every week? I would love to know what you'd like to see on the lives. I have lots of ideas and I'd love to bring in more interviews and things like that. But this is not about me. This is about you. And I want to provide value and show up and be helpful and as entertaining as I can all by myself. But if you've got ideas of things that you'd like to see in the live, leave them in the comments or down below after the video is done. I'd love to hear about them. So, okay, it's 10 o'clock here. I'm gonna pop over to my channel. The video is going live right now. So if you wanna see part 1 at least of my interview with Danielle Johnson from heydannyj.com, head on over there and hopefully it is entertaining. Thank you for being here. Hope you have a great day and I will see you next time. Bye everyone.